Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I am playing Trenton Golf Course. We are on the back nine. If you didn't see part one, it should be up here somewhere. We are on the road to becoming a scratch golfer in 90 days. This is week 3. We're currently at 1 over when we started this 9. Now we're at 2 over total. So we really need to make some birdies to see if we can get back to even. Hole number 10. That sounded so weird, but that's really good. We'll take that. We hit a good tee shot. This hole is relatively tough simply because of this lie. And you can't really have a flat lie. This is really downhill, so we have 143. I'm going to sort of aim at those fences if you can see them back there and hopefully let it draw in towards the pin. See if we can make that happen. We missed it right, but luckily that's the best miss. Big kick down. It tried to, but that's just such a tough lie. It's hard to hit your shot that you want to hit, but let's go get up and down. What kind of bounce was that? How does it have draw, spin, and bounce right? We have us a 20-footer for par. Not really what we want. We've been missing these all day if you didn't see part 1. So let's go ahead and make our first one though for a par. If we would have hit it, probably would have been in, but it's alright, no big deal. Nice little bogey there. We'll take that. We just need to make some birdies this 9. This is a big dog leg left. You want to play a draw here. The only rough part about this is the tee box. I have to tee up my ball. Typically, I don't really tee it up too high, so this could get interesting. Let's see if we can hit us a good tee shot and set us up for a good birdie chance. Really just going to aim right at the middle of the fairway, and my ball should turn over naturally. That's absolutely perfect if it's not too long. I heard it land, I couldn't see it land, so hopefully we're good. I have 105 yards into our second shot here. Let's hit a good sandwich. Pretty good. It almost went in. We left an absolute crater here. These greens are just like too soft. So we have our best look at birdie. We've got about 6 to 7 feet probably. We really just want to put a very good roll in this and at least put it like a foot past the hole so it does have the pace to go in. Right in the heart. That's a good birdie. So we're back to 1 over. We need to get one more birdie so we can actually get back to even par. 182 yards. This is probably the toughest par 3 on the course. It always gives me a little bit of trouble for some reason, but let's try and get this close. Or not. So that's my typical miss. Now we're trying to get up and down. I don't want to give back that birdie we just got, so I want to hit this really close so we have a relatively easy putt for par. So it looks like it's breaking right, so I'm going to hopefully land this a little left of the flag. We probably have like 20 feet for par. We need one of these putts to go in today. This is like our 7th 20-foot putt. That's always the worst thing about golf. You play a hole so good, the next hole you give that shot right back. So now we're right back to 2 over. We have a really easy par 5 coming up next, so who knows, maybe we can get an eagle there. This is a really short par 5. I'm gonna try and aim this at that last tree. If it draws, I should be okay. But we're gonna try and hammer this driver and see how little we can have into the green. If that got over all that brush, we are going to have like 100 yards into this hole on a par 5. We'll see if it got through though. So I got aggressive and I don't know if it was worth it. You probably can't even see my ball right here, but we have 110 yards. I'm gonna hit a full approach because this is really thick. If we catch a flyer out of here, we're definitely losing a ball over the road. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But I really just want to get this on the green. That is so thick. Alright. It may have been smarter for us just to try and hit it into the fairway because this rough is ridiculous. We caught a break. I think my ball hit the cart path and somehow got down here. But anyways, we have a short-sighted kind of chip here. It's not too big of a deal on this course. We still have to like land it at a good distance, but it's just not the same challenge as playing at my home course, I guess you could say. So gonna land this a little right of the pin, hopefully let it trickle down a little bit. I don't know if y'all could have saw that. It one hopped, hit the rim of the cup, and just shot straight left. It almost went in. We have about 15 feet for birdie here. We need to make this. These putts are going to haunt me after today. What is this? Like our 7th or 8th 20 to 15 or 20 to 10 foot putt, I guess you could say, that we've just missed. It's getting frustrating. Coming out with a par on this hole it feels like a bogey, to be honest. So we have a pretty tight tee shot here. I am going to play really aggressively and try and take it over these trees over here on the left side. If I do, it's a good shot and we should have a good chance at eagle, but that requires a good tee shot first. So we got to get this one up into the air, and that's something I've been struggling with lately. See if we can do it this time. We clipped the tree. I didn't go as far left as I wanted to. Let's just try and find it. We are like 170, I think, away from this flag. However, it's a blind shot. So if you can see this tree up here on the right, I'm gonna sort of aim it at this limb that's overhanging. And I think my draw will bring it back into play. So let's see if we can get this on the green. So we thinned it, but it still should be good. We just got a birdie on that par 5, which is nice to have. I believe we are back to 1 over. So we have a tough par 3 coming up and then a couple of pretty easy par 4s. So maybe we can get a birdie somewhere in these 4 holes and stay bogey free and maybe get back to even, but let's see what we can do. Alrighty, as you can see, we have an immaculate tee box here. It's playing 176, getting some of these rocks out of my way. So we're going to try and hit a smooth 8-iron and just try and find the putting green here. We did just that. We're gonna have about 35 feet for a birdie, so let's just try and 2-putt this. Just gonna try and get this within like 3 feet. Oh no. This green's actually quick. What? So These green speeds are just all over the place to me, but I have a little tester coming back. Just gonna aim left edge here. See if we can make it. Good putt coming back. That was probably like 8 feet for par. I just didn't want to think about that. So I really just got up and hit it, but it worked. So let's move on to hole 16 and try and get a birdie. So for me to become a scratch golfer again, I'm going to have to put a lot of time into short game, and I'm realizing that, but I'm really hesitating to start practicing it, and I know I need to. So this week, I'm probably not going to play at all, or play like legit, like around like this. However, I'm gonna just really, if I play from the red tees and just focus on my short game the entire time, because I think we'll get to scratch that way. Just a nice, simple 3-wood. I'm gonna try and get it up there, close to the water as possible. It was absolutely hammered. That was so good. 106 here, just gonna hit a solid sand wedge, try and get it close. Let's go. We birdied a par 4 finally. We made a 20-footer off the green, so I guess that's what it takes. I should probably just miss the green and stay 20 feet away, and then I'm good to go. But if I'm on the green, I miss it every time. So that's what I'm gonna try to do, is just hit the fringe. So that's our new strategy. Let's go. We finally birdied a par 4. I am so excited for that. We hit a great 3-wood off the tee. We hit a semi-average sand wedge. We just went a little long. It was a good sand wedge. I struck it pure, and we just made a really good putt. So let's go to hole 17 and maybe get a birdie there too. This is the most wide open hole in this golf course. I can go forever left, I can go forever right. So that pretty much gives me the green light to go at this really hard and just try and hit it way up there. So let's go for it. Take a little wider stance, ball a little further ahead. We hit that ball really good. It wasn't great. We hit it a little low, but that probably went like 280, 285. We have 87. This is probably playing like 94 or something like that. So we're gonna hit an 85% sand wedge here. We do not want to be short, however, so it's best to carry this a little long. I pulled it. I think we're on the green. I just pulled that wedge. I felt that in my setup. Should have backed off, but it's all right. Let's go get up and down and let's stay it even. Let's go. So we have a very tough putt here. This putt is gonna break so far right the entire way. We're really just looking for good speed, so we have like a decent 2-putt. Oh, I thought we had a chance at making it. That thing just went straight right, like once it got into this area, but can't complain. Have a 6-inch putt for par. Going to hole 18, we're even par. Let's shoot even par for the first time in this series. Let's get it. Sometimes when you're playing, it just feels like you need a few holes to get warmed up. And I think that's what we really needed. I feel like if I turned around and played this course again, I would probably shoot like 2 or 3 under, simply because we've had like 10 decent looks at birdie. But anyways, let's go to 18 tee box and get a birdie. Okay, y'all, so last hole of the day. We may as well get fancy with it. Let's hit a little driver stinger. That's exactly what I wanted. So we were down there at the very bottom. You have to somewhat hit this drive right because the fairway is to the right and not left. Hit it about as far as we could without going into this hazard here. So I have 143 left. Just gonna hit a really smooth pitching wedge. Be good. We have like 7 feet for birdie. Let's go make this putt. We have a huge putt here. This is to go 1 under. This is gonna break right. I'm gonna aim it left edge. And hopefully watch this fall right into the cup. We absolutely somewhat tore up the back 9. I think we had 5 birdies, I could be wrong. Anyways, we honestly played really good today. I enjoyed my time out here. The greens aren't in the best shape, but honestly it was fun just playing something different. I wouldn't mind playing this course again. I really think maybe around like week 10 we play this course again and see how low we can go. I really think today I could have shot like 4 or 5 under, to be honest, but you know, we just missed a lot of those 20 footers and they should have been a little closer, but that's all right. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.